Lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's tutorial we'll be making a crochet skirt, which is like a 3D skirt. I made the top earlier. I just want to make this skirt to make it a two-piece suitable for your normal outing and for beach wear. So let's get straight into the video. And for the skirts, I'm going to be making use of a 4.5 mm hook, a pair of scissors, a measuring tape, and this color of yarn, because this was the same color I used for the top. So I'm going to be using the same thing for this. So for our skirts, the measurements you need is just the full length of your skirt, your hip measurements, and your waist measurements. And this skirt, you have two options. It's either you make it a short one or a long one. Well, I think I'll go for a long one, a long skirt, but you can choose to go for the short one. I might change my mind later and make a short one. So for my full length, I have 39, and for my hip measurement, I have 40. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the tutorial. And if this is your first time coming across my channel, kindly subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Let's get straight into our video. And I'm going to be using two strands because it's actually a 3D pattern, so I want it bold, yes, and good looking. So I'm going to begin by making a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knots. This is how I make my slip knot. Then you're going to make a chain that is equal to your hip measurements. That's what we're going to do, and the pattern is quite stretchy, so you don't need to bother. So make a chain that is equal to your hip measurements. My hip measurement is 40 inches, so I'm just going to make a chain that is equal to 40 inches length. So go ahead and make yours. Then when you're done making yours, I'll tell you what to do next. So I have 40 inches already, and when you're trying to like check out the inches you have, don't stretch it. Don't stretch it. Just go with it normally with the normal measurements. Do not stretch out. So I have 40 inches already. I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch into the other end of our chain. So I'm just going to straighten it. Be careful when you're doing this, because there might be a twist at the end when you're starting your beginner row, and it's always quite painful to start all over again to look for where the problem is. So make sure that you check well before slip stitching into the other end. Okay, I have it here. So I'm just going to go in here with a slip stitch. Then I'll make a chain of 3. Then I'll turn my work. You can choose to make it into this place, and you can choose to make it in the back loop. Anyone you want to do, no problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into, but I prefer to do it from the back. So we're going to go into this next stitch, because this I should actually count as a stitch. This count as a stitch. So we're going to go into, we're not going into this, going to go into this with a double crochet. So we're going into this and not this with a double crochet, because this chain 3 counts as a stitch. So go into the back loop, the puff at the back, with a double crochet, with 3 double crochet in it, which is 1. No, you're going to go into each stitch with a double crochet. Sorry, I'm just going to forward, maybe because I'm excited about the tutorial and the skirt and the pattern and all. So go into each stitch with a double crochet. Then when you get to the end, I'll tell you guys what to do next. I'm on the end of the beginner row. If you notice, it's not twisted, it's well straightened and all. So what I want to explain to you guys is I'm not going to slip stitch into this. I'm going to slip stitch into this, the next double crochet. You know, I told you guys earlier on that this chain 3 count as a stitch. Then I figured that if we slip stitch into this, it's going to create like a space and on the skirt, and it won't look good at all. So for the record, we are not going to slip stitch into this. We slip stitch into the next. So go ahead and slip stitch into this. Then we'll make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go into the same stitch with a double crochet. 1, yeah, okay, good, done. Make another double crochet into the same stitch. Then we'll go into the next with 3 double crochet, which is 1, 2, 3. Then after that we'll make a chain of 3, which is 1, 2, 3. Then you skip 2 stitches. Then on the third stitch you insert 3 double crochet into it. So we'll skip 1, 2. Then on this third stitch we'll insert 3 double crochet into it, which is 1, 2, 3. Then we'll make a chain of 3 again, which is 1, 2, 3. Then we'll skip 2. Then on the third stitch we'll make 3 double crochet into it, which is 1, 2, 3. Then you make a chain of 3 again, 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the third stitch with 3 double crochet. So this is literally what we are going to be repeating for this row. And this is after this row, the next row is where we'll start our pattern. So go ahead and repeat this for the second row. Chain 3, skip 2. On the third stitch you make 3 double crochet, chain 3, skip 2. On the third stitch you make 3 double crochet in the third stitch. So go ahead and meet you guys at the end of the second row. This is my last set of 3 double crochet cluster. So I have 2 stitches left. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll go into the top of this, and not the top 3 loop of this. Just going to go into the next stitch, which is this, with a slip stitch. So that's what we're going to do, and this is where we'll start our pattern from. So what we're going to do now is to just make a chain of 2, 1, 2. Then we'll go into the first double crochet in this 3 double crochet cluster with a back post double crochet. Go into it. So we did 1 back post double crochet there. We are going to go in with 2 more double crochet into the back post. You can just hold it down like this so that you'll be able to make your 3 double crochet cluster at the back post. So I have 2 then 3. So after this, you're going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the next cluster, which is the first double crochet here, with 3 double crochet at the back post. 1, 2, then 3. Then you make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the next double crochet cluster. You go into the first double crochet here. You make 3 double crochet at the back post. 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the next 3 double crochet cluster. Go into this first double crochet here and make a back post double crochet. Make 3 back post double crochet there. 2 and 3. Then you make a chain of 3. Then continue your work. So this is what we are literally going to do for this row. And like I said earlier, I don't know if I actually told you guys that this is actually a repeat row, and this is where our pattern starts from. So go ahead and continue making this until you get to the end here. So when you get here, I'll tell you guys what to do next. So go ahead and make yours. So this is my last back post double crochet 3 cluster. So I already made a chain of 3. So instead of slip stitching into this chain 3 that we made earlier, we're just going to continue the pattern. And for this pattern, for the skirt, there's no beginning, there's no end. You just keep making it round. And for you to be able to be sure of where you start from or where you stop, you can literally like get a stitch marker and attach it to the first 3 back post double crochet that you made here. So let's continue. So instead of slip stitching into this chain 3, we are not going to do that again. We're just going to go into the first double crochet we made here for this back post cluster. We just go in with a back post double crochet, which is 3 back post double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then you make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go to the next cluster and make your 3 back post double crochet into the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then you make a chain 3, 2, 3. Then you go into the first double crochet here with 3 back post double crochet. 3 back post double crochet. This is 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3. So this is literally what we are going to repeat for the rest of this skirt. So like I said earlier, you can either make this a long maxi skirt or you make it a short one. I'm not sure if I'll be making a long maxi skirt or a short one, because it depends on the stash of yarn I have left for this particular color. So I'm just going to go ahead and make mine, and also go ahead and make your desired length. If you want a full length or above your knee, yeah, anyone you want. So just go ahead and repeat this pattern all around. It's actually a repeat row, and like I said earlier, it does not have a beginning and it does not have an end. And if you really want to go about, okay, maybe you want to know where you stop, so where you start from, you can just attach a stitch marker so that when you get there, you know that okay, I'm in the fourth row, fifth row, sixth row, or 10th row. But it's not compulsory, so just go ahead and continue making this until you have your desired length. So I'll go again. I'll go into the back post of this first double crochet with 3 double crochet at the back post, 2 and 3, then I'll chain 3, 2, 3, and I'll go into the nest with 3 back post double crochet. So go ahead and do this until you have your own desired length. Then when you're done with that, then I'll tell you guys what to work on next. So guys, I've made 39 inches for my length, for the length of my skirt, and I'll show you guys what it looks like later. It was really like a lot of work for me to get it to my own length for my inches, because I made mine long. And like I said earlier, you can either choose to make a short skirt or a long one, but I literally made a long skirt, which at some point I kind of like regret that, oh, why did I go for the long one? So but it's worth the time and everything, because it looks good and beautiful. So this is the length for my own size, and what I'm going to do next is to end our skirts. If you're doing both, if you're doing either the short one or the long one, so I have my 3 cluster here. Yeah, this 3 double crochet cluster, so I'm just going to go into this space with 2 double crochet, which is 1, 2, then I'll go into this 3 double crochet cluster and make 1 double crochet in each stitch. Then I'll go here, so then I'll go into the space with 2 double crochet, 2, then I'll go into this 3 double crochet cluster with 1 double crochet in each stitch. So this is what we are going to do for this row to end our skirt. So what I'm going to do is, this is where we start our double crochet row from. So I'm just going to insert my stitch marker in it. So go ahead and make your double crochet round until you get to this other side where we started it from. So I have my 3 double crochet cluster before the stitch marker here, so I'm just going to go in here with my double crochet, I'm going to go in here with my double crochet, then I'm at the place where the stitch marker is, so I'm just going to go in there with a single crochet. So this is the last row for the skirt before we work on our waistband, sorry. So you're going to go into each stitch with a single crochet to end it. So then move your stitch marker to this place so that you know where you started from and where you're going to end your single crochet. So go ahead and insert a single crochet into each stitch, then I'll meet you when you get here. I'm almost at the end of this row, which is our final row for the skirt. So I'm just going to go in here with my single crochet, then where the stitch marker is, I'm going to go in there with a slip stitch, go into the next with a slip stitch, then I'll go into the next with a slip stitch, then I'll make a chain, get my scissors and cut this off, then yeah, secure it. So this is the last row and the this is the last row for our skirt here. So the next thing we're working on is going to be the waistband of our skirt. So you're going to turn it to the top where you started from, and you can still choose to use that other part too for your waistline, or you can use the starting of the skirt. Well, I'm using the starting of the skirt for my own waistband. So my waist size is 34 inches. So when you're trying to like check the measurement, make sure you stretch it out because the skirt is stretchy here. So make sure you stretch it out when you're trying to measure this. So measured the when I measured my skirts for the waistband to work on my waistband, so I have like 36, yeah, I think 36, 37 inches when I stretched it out. So I'm just going to work on it and try to like reduce the waistline to fit my size, to fit my waistband size. And note that you're going to be attaching a strap to it. So if, for example, since my waistband size is 34 inches, I can just reduce it to something 35 or 34.5. So let's get to work. So I'm going to attach my yarn from here. So this is the back side of my skirt. So I'm making this the back side for my skirt. So I'm just going to attach my stitch marker to this place. Then hold on, I have something else I want to do. I want to like get two other stitch marker to I have two other stitch marker with me, so make plus this is making it 3 stitch markers. So I'm just going to go to the side here and attach my stitch marker at the edge. Then I'm going to go to this other part too and attach my stitch marker, but make sure you measure it to make so that it's going to be like to rhyme. So I have one here, one at both sides, because the strap is going to be two strap, one like at the edge here for us to tie when we're done with using our waistband. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go into this stitch here and attach my yarn. Hold on. So I'm going to go in here and attach my yarn. So I'm going to go into the same stitch with a chain 2, then I'll go into the same stitch again with a double crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a double crochet into each stitch round. So go ahead and insert a double crochet in each stitch until you get to this other side. So this is our first row for our band. So I'm almost at the end of this row. That's the first row of our waistband. Then what I'll do next is I'll go to the first double crochet I made here and not the chain 2. So I'll go into the space, into the first double crochet I made here and not the chain 2 space, and I'll just go in there with my slip stitch, then I'll chain 2, then What I'll do next is I'll go into the same stitch with a double crochet, then I'll remove my stitch marker and put it into this first double crochet I made here for the second row. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to like make a decrease here. So I don't want to like make a decrease with the first double crochet here. So what I'm going to do to make a decrease is to go into the front loop of this next double crochet, and okay, let me do that again. So to make a decrease, I'll go into the front loop of this stitch, then I'll insert my hook into the back loop of the next stitch, then I'll yarn over, pull through these two loops, then I'll complete my double crochet, so which means that I've made a decrease here. So I'll continue making my double crochet into each stitch. Then when you get somewhere around here, you're going to make another decrease. So continue making your double crochet into each stitch, because we're going to make a decrease here and a decrease at the side here. So go ahead and continue making your double crochet in each stitch. So if this is your first time coming across my channel, kindly please subscribe, like and share my video. Thank you. And I would really love your comments and your review. Yeah, can I say yeah, review about this particular project. So I'm going to make a decrease now. I'm going to make a decrease here and I'm going to make another one here. So I'll just go into the front loop of this, then I'll go into the back loop of the next stitch, then I'll yarn over, pull through the two loop, then I'll complete my double crochet. So I'll continue making my double crochet here. I'm almost at the edge, at the side of the skirt, the first side of the skirt. So I'm at the side of the skirt here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make a decrease with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as usual, I'm going to go into the front loop of this stitch and go into the back loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the two loop, then complete my double crochet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this with a stitch marker, then so you continue making your double crochet. Then when you get to the mid here, which is the middle at the front, which is around here, you make a reduction. Then when you get to the side here, you make a reduction. Then when you get to somewhere around here at the back, you make a reduction. So go ahead and continue making your half double crochet and the reduction. So I'm going to show you, I'm definitely going to show you guys where I'm going to place my reduction, but it doesn't matter where you place your reduction though. It depends on how you want it or where you want your reduction to be placed. So go ahead and continue making your double crochet. Then when you get to the mid here, for me, I'll make a reduction. Then when I get to this other side, I'll make a reduction. Then when I get to somewhere around here, I'm also going to make a reduction. So guys, I'm at the middle of my skirts at the front side, at the front part. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a reduction. So to make a reduction, I'll show you guys again. I'll go into the front loop of this stitch, then I'll go to the back loop of the next stitch, Then I'll yarn over, put through these two loops, then I'll complete my double crochet. So from there I'll continue making my normal double crochet. So like I explained to you guys earlier, the next thing to do is we have two more reductions to make for this row, and the reduction is going to be at the side here and also somewhere around here. So you go ahead and make a reduction here and make a reduction somewhere around here. So when we get here, I'll tell you guys what to do. So go ahead and make your double crochet and the two reductions we have left for this row. So at the end of this row, this is the second row of our waistband and the first row increase. So we are going to the third row of our waistband and the second row decrease for our waistband. So as usual, I'm going to go to the first double crochet I made here and slip stitch into it. Then I'll make a chain of 2, 1, 2. Then I'll go into the same stitch with a double crochet, then into the next stitch. That's where I'll make my decrease. So I'll remove my stitch marker as usual and attach it here, insert it here. So to make my decrease again, I'm going to go into yarn over and go into the front loop of this stitch, then go into the back loop of the next stitch, then I'll yarn over, put through these two loops, then complete my double crochet. So I want to explain something to you guys. For this second row increase, I'm just going to make my reduction at the back here, at the side here, and at the mid here. So if you remember the first decrease row that we made, I made a decrease here, I made a decrease somewhere around here, then I made a decrease here, then I made a decrease at the center, made a decrease here, and make a decrease here. So but for the second row decrease, I'm just going to make a decrease here, one here, and one at the middle. So that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 decrease. That's what I'm making for the second row decrease. So go ahead and do that. Make a decrease here, make a decrease here, make a decrease here, and at the middle of the front side of our skirt, our waistband. So go ahead and do that. Then I'll meet you guys when you are at the end here. I hope you guys understand my explanation. If you don't, kindly go back and watch it again, listen to it again, and watch it again. So guys, this is the end of the second row decrease. So I'm just going to go into the first double crochet at this side and slip stitch. I'll make a chain of 1 for these, because this is the last decrease for my own size. So I tried it on and it fits perfectly. So you can also try yours on too and check if it fits well. Then if it fits perfectly, then you're good to go. And if you try it on or you try to take a measurement of it and it does not fit perfectly, what I meant by fitting you perfectly is not too tight on your waist, because you're still going to make a strap like a cord for the skirt. So try it on, and if it does not fit perfectly, try and actually make, I think, 1 or 2 more decrease rows, but make sure you keep checking to be sure of the fitness on your waist. So but as for me, the 2 rows decrease I made is okay for me, because I don't want it too tight, because I'll still going to attach a strap to it, to the skirt. So So I'm going to go into the same stitch that I made my chain one with a single crochet. So I want to, so this is my last row for my skirts, and I'm not going to make a decrease for this. So I just want to make the single crochet round to have a very good and smooth end or finishing, anyone you can call it. So I'm going to go ahead now and make a single crochet around the skirt. And also, like I said earlier, if you try it on or use a tape measurement for it and it does not fit perfectly well, you can just go ahead and make at least one or two more decrease rows for your size. And don't forget that we're still going to make a cord, like a strap, to attach to the skirt. So go ahead and make your single crochet around the skirt, which is our final row for this skirt. I'm at the end of the single crochet row, so I'm just going to go into the last stitch with a single crochet. Then I'll go into the first single crochet I made here with a slip stitch. Then I'll chain one, get my scissors and cut off the yarn, then secure it. So I'm going to come back to this later. What we're going to work on next is our cord. I'm not going to call this a strap because we are making a cord for our tutorial. So this is how it looks like. You can see how the reduction is from here like this. It's pretty obvious. You can see it too. So what we are working on next is our cord for the skirt. So I just feel like making a cord for the skirt instead of the tiny strap, so it's going to look more beautiful because I've once made a skirt that like that I use a cord for and it came out so well. So to make the cord skirts for the skirt band, so you're going to make a slip knot as usual. There are different ways to make a slip knot, so this is how I make mine. There are other ways to make it too. So what you're going to do after this is you're going to make a chain of 1 and 2. Then you go back to the first stitch and yarn over, put through, then complete it with a single crochet, which is yarn over, put through the 2 loop. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to turn it to the side. So if you notice there's a loop here at the side that is kind of like obvious, you insert your hook into the loop, then you yarn over, pull through that loop you inserted your hook into, then you have 2 loops left on your hook, then you yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So after this you turn your work to the side again, then you insert your hook. There's 2 loops here at the side. This is 1, this is 2, so you insert your hook into the 1, 2 loops, the 2 loops, then you yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, then you have 2 loops left on your hook, then you yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. The next thing you're going to do again is to turn your work to the side like this, then you have 2 loops at the side, which is 1, 2, then you insert your hook into the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, then you have 2 loops left on your hook, then you yarn over, pull through the 2, then you go again, turn to the side, insert your hook into the 2 loops at the side, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, then you have 2 loops left on your hook, then you yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So I'm going to do it for the last time. Then you turn it to the side, you have 2 loops on the side, you insert your hook into the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So this is what you're going to do to make your cord. So I made mine already. I just did this to show you guys how to make the cord. So this is mine, and I made 50 inches for the two strap that I made, because you're going to make two strap for it. So the next thing after this is to insert our strap into our waistband. And if you notice, I have my stitch marker at this side and at this side, because the cord is going to come like this. It's going to drop down by the side, then you tie it by the side. So I'll work on the front side, then you work on the back side yourself off camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 5. You can count 4, you can count 3, but I just choose to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll insert my hook from here. Then insert my hook like this. Okay, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll bring it out at this other side, which is the 5th stitch that I counted. Then I'll pull it out. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to count another 5. Like I said earlier, you can count 4 stitches or 5. So I'm counting 5 for my own strap. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to go this way. It's quite easy to do. So what I'm going to do again is count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll go again. So go ahead and repeat this until you get to the end of this other side, until you get to this edge. Then I'll show you guys what to do from there. At the end of this side for the front part of our skirt. So why this ended this way is because the last 5 stitches is actually inside, the strap ended inside. So, and the strap must actually come out from this other side here, like this, and not inside. So I had to like bring it out from the last stitch at the side. So it's like this at this end, and it's also like this at this end. So it's not inside, the strap is not inside, it's outside. So what you're going to do next is to take your other cord, cord strap, turn your work, and attach it to the back side like you did for the front side. You're just going to attach it from here to this other side here. So go ahead and do that. I'll also work on mine too. Then when I'm done, then I'll show you what to do next. I'm done attaching my strap to my skirt, to the waistband of my skirt, and this is how it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie this at the side. Then I'll go like this, go this way. Then I'll go to the other side and tie it. Yes. So this is how it looks like. I'm going to show you how the look is on my mannequin, or I'll just wear it on my body so you guys can see how it looks, the final look. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and trim all the extra yarns to make the work look neat. That's what I'm going to do next. And also, if you remember, I made a top, I posted it already. I made a top to make it like a 2-piece beachwear outfit. And if you want that, you can go watch my video, and the link is also attached to this video. This is the final look for the skirt, and this is how it looks like. And something about this pattern in particular is that you can wear it on the wrong side and the right side, any side you want to wear it on. So this is how it looks like. And if you want to make the top, to make it a 2-piece, this is what the top looks like. And the link to the top is attached to this particular tutorial, and this is what the full set looks like, the 2-piece looks like for both the skirt and the top. You can see the pattern for the skirt and for the top. So if this is your first time coming across my channel, please kindly like, subscribe and share my video. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.